One of the big problems about the internet's, tech monopoly is on display over the weekend as PayPal accidentally released what is, in my opinion, according to a Wayback Machine, which I'll show you as evidence, was absolutely their plan, but they lied now to pretend like there wasn't. One of the problems with these monopolies is they can get away with this crap. PayPal, which is one of the only ways that you can, well, it's the only way, as far as I know, that you can purchase items from eBay, for example. It's also extremely important for small businesses to conduct transactions. We saw PayPal, if you follow a fellow independent content creator named Eric July, how they screwed with him. I think they held $1.2 million of his money for months and months and months and months, and I think they only finally paid him out. This is the problem when we allow monopolies to happen, but our government doesn't actually care. They pretend to care. They pretend that they care about protecting consumers, but they don't really care about protecting consumers. You see this with Apple and Android app stores. They have an effective monopoly on really everybody, on anybody who wants to get an app out there. Now, yes, I know there are scenarios where you can get apps out. Get the APK out there. You could figure out a way for people to use your apps. But for the most part, people cannot conduct commerce without using PayPal and Stripe. People cannot conduct apps without iTunes and Google Store. And this is a huge problem. Over the weekend, PayPal accidentally, and by the way, this is why I'm pushing so hard today to ask people to, I made an announcement. You've probably heard it by now that I plan on stepping away from Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff by the end of the year. This is why I'm so enthusiastic about getting people to do two things. Please follow me on Locals today. I'll leave a link in the pinned comment. And then if you're the type of person that likes to live chat and hang out with people, I also have a Gilded server, which is a non-woke Discord. And there are thousands of members in there. There are thousands of people here. Please I give you the long pitch in earlier videos. Right click on the Gilded link, follow me there. And then if you want to do the live chat stuff, join Gilded. Of course, both are totally free. PayPal tells its users it will fine them $2,000, $2,500 for misinformation, then backtracks immediately. Elon Musk, former PayPal executive led backlash before PayPal abandoned plan to fine users $2,500 for misinformation. PayPal reversed its decision to fine users $2,500 for violating its terms of service after Elon Musk and former executives led a furious backlash against the move on social media. In a tweet Saturday, former PayPal president David Marcus spoke out against the new policy, first reported by the Daily Wire, that would apparently allow the digital payment processor to charge users $2,500 for posting materials that, quote, promote misinformation or, quote, present a risk to user safety and well-being. By the way, if I had a great PayPal alternative to suggest I would. I will do some research and I will post it on my Locals tomorrow because I know a lot of people are leaving PayPal over this, and rightfully so. Elon Musk, co-founder of PayPal, said he agreed with Marcus's criticism, joining a number of others who have spoken out against the new policy. Quote, "It's hard for me to openly criticize a company I used to love and gave so much to, Marcus wrote on Twitter. But PayPal's new user agreement goes against everything I believe in. A private company now gets to decide to take your money, steal your money, by the way, if you say something they disagree with. Absolute insanity." Agreed, Musk wrote in reply to Marcus. The criticism from Marcus and Musk, who was on the board of directors and briefly CEO of PayPal during its early days, were at the front of a fury of backlash and proposed policy. Get your money out of PayPal right now, venture capitalist David Sachs tweeted. Seriously, close your PayPal account immediately if they don't reverse this today. Here's the thing. You need to close it anyway. So I'm more entwined than most with PayPal because a lot of my sponsors and stuff like that pay with that. I'm already in the process of getting them to switch over to EFT or electronic funds or just go back to paper checks. I don't care because I have an app on my phone now. I can cash a check that way. It's not a big deal. Plus, PayPal steals a ton of money in fees. Quote, the misinformation police are now extending their reach beyond your social media accounts into your financial accounts, author and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy wrote. PayPal probably isn't protected by Section 230, so could face huge legal liability in states with political non-discrimination statutes, he wrote. It's an easier case to make than against social media platforms. Quote, Orwellian, PayPal reserves the right to take your money if you post a message that PayPal decides is misinformation, former FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr said. This is why it is so vital that state and federal legislature pass laws that prohibit discrimination by tech companies and protect free speech. PayPal Mafia was supposed to be an endearing reference to the company's alum, not a business plan. Senator Marsha Blackburn hinted at congressional action in a reply to the Daily Wire's report. PayPal is censoring speech. Blackburn wrote, if you don't listen, they will steal your money. We cannot allow this to happen. Arizona Republican Senate candidate Blake Masters also hinted that he would take action against PayPal if he was elected. I will be putting a stop against this soon. Podcaster and Locals creator Dave Rubin also hinted at a fix of his own coming soon. We are working on solutions, Rubin wrote in a Twitter thread. The backlash prompted PayPal to walk back the new policy. An AUP notice recently went out that had an error about incorrect information. Now, I'm going to show you how this is a lie. The company said in the statement obtained by National Review reporter Caroline Downey, PayPal is not fining people for misinformation, and this language was, quote, never intended to be inserted into our policy. Our teams are working to correct the policy page. Except, what if I told you, my friends? What if I told you that it absolutely was? That it absolutely was intended to be there, and that they are lying about this, because there absolutely is. The internet is forever, okay? And we have this, assuming, okay, so it's an archive and a way back link, all right? So you know it's real. They write, I have irrefutable, I want to follow you too, bud, good for you. I have irrefutable evidence that PayPal is lying. They say the notice went out in error, but it was uploaded to their website since the 27th of September, as attested by this archive, essentially. And by the way, archives are, you can use them in court, right? They're recognized by that. Also, here is proof from archive.today. So there are proof from two archival services that this notice was, quote, prepared at least 1 week in advance and was already pre-filled with a date and prepared to go public. Although it is strange they were, quote, last updated on November 3rd, even though it was in September. But wait, there's more. Good work, King Titan. I downloaded the file and checked the metadata. As you can see, the author is a person named Yuki Lin. And you can see she's been working on this document since September 21st this year. So they've been working on this document for almost 2 weeks before it went public. It was finalized and sitting on their website with the date of publication already filled in for at least a week. Mistake? You decide. I don't think that you could really call that a mistake. And if we look at, like, I wonder if they have, and look at PayPal stock. This was Friday. So their stock has plummeted in the last day, dropping nearly 6% today. And as you could see, like, they're saying, Bloomberg, PayPal misinformation fines were published by mistake. PayPal apologizes for the policy notice, saying it could fine users 20. Are you joking? Like, bro, this was always going to happen. And this will happen. This will continue to happen, by the way. So when PayPal says that this was a mistake, it doesn't appear to be a mistake, in my opinion. And this is why this tech monopoly has to go. Like, whoever, I'm telling you, like, this should be, I mean, everyone has their own issues, okay? I'm not going to tell you what to care about. But for me, Section 230 and this tech monopoly, if a political candidate isn't talking about and like talking about it like it's a big deal and help and promising to make actual change, they're not getting my vote. Like, Trump used to talk about, like, oh, we're going to go after the social media, blah, 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 blah. And then he never did. Now, I know there are many reasons that he couldn't, but it didn't seem like he cared until he was banned in the last week of his, last month of his presidency. He had 4 years, 3.5 years to try and do something about it. So like, this is a big deal. This is an issue for me, like how I'm going to cast my votes going forward, because this is absolutely dystopian. And the idea that this was a mistake is just, in my opinion, absolutely false. This is PayPal literally looking at, and by the way, these jokers already do stuff like this. Stripe is one of the worst. Stripe and MasterCard, they'll ban people for their political opinions, no questions asked, and no refunds, and then you can't make money. There's a reason that these monopolies are protected. And there's a reason that your government doesn't want to take them apart. I mean, it's not that I'm not tinfoil hatting here. If you're a casual user of PayPal, be actively looking for alternatives. And I'll do some research and I'll post it to my locals as soon as I have, like, I don't want to just say, oh, here's some right-wing payment processor thing. I don't want to do that. That's why I use like Gilded instead of maybe some, I don't know, Freedom Chat or something like that. I just want to find technology that is not a part of these systems. Venmo used to be a thing, but then PayPal bought it. So make sure you stay tuned. You leave a like on this video and you subscribe so you get the update as soon as I have it. Hope to see you over on my locals and in my Gilded chat. Please don't forget to join that today, and we'll talk to you again real soon.